Hello everyone, welcome to EduTechGyan YouTube channel. Today we are going to learn another episode of Microsoft Azure. So today we are learning Azure Storage Account. So in the today's tutorial, we are going to see what is Azure Storage Account, its benefit, and the practical demonstration how to create storage account on Azure portal. So let's get started. So the first point in this video is what is storage account. A storage account is a Microsoft Azure. A storage account in Microsoft Azure is a unique entity that provides a secure and flexible cloud-based storage solution for various types of data, such as files, blobs, tables, queues, and virtual machine disks. It acts as a central repository for data storage within the Azure ecosystem. So you can see there is a diagram. It shows that what kind of a storage account we have, like blob, table, file, queues, and disks. So in the future videos we can see each and every type of account, how it will work like this. So in the today's video we are going to learn blob account actually. Let's go to the next slide. It's about the benefits. Like a key benefit of storage account, it's a scalability. Storage account can scale from gigabyte to petabyte, accommodating the growing needs of application without any downtime. So because this is the Azure storage account, this is the cloud-based storage account, so we can expand the size of the storage account to at any level. There is no issue with expanding, or it will not affect our current work. Next point is data redundancy and durability. Azure automatically replicates your data to ensure high availability, durability, protecting against the hardware failure. Because we are going to use Azure storage account, so it's basically a cloud storage account, and we don't need to be worried about the hardware failure or anything. That's all the responsibility of Microsoft to handle the hardware devices. So we just need to worry about only to the data things, what kind of a data we are going to add, and there is no issue. Whenever we need to upgrade or downgrade our storage capacity, we can do that. Third point is security. Storage account offer robust security features including encryption at rest and in transit, ensuring your data remain confidential and protected. Yes, this is the best feature in this storage account. That is the security. You can offer or you can set any kind of security on your storage account with the access level security as well. Does anyone need to be accessed or not? It is protected with the encryption as well. The data inside it, so no one can see the data. Global accessibility. With Azure worldwide data center presence, you can easily access your data from anywhere in the world with low latency performance. Correct. So global accessibility means wherever you are, you can access your data at any place, anytime. Okay, without any interruption. Cost effectiveness. Azure Storage offers competitive pricing model, allowing you to pay for only what you use. Optimize cost for storage needs. Yes, this is the best model of Azure, which is to pay at what you use. So when you use the storage account, only then you need to be paid. Otherwise, only creating and which you are not using that, then you don't need to be paid for that account. So these are the benefits of Azure. Now we are going to see the practical demonstration how to create Azure storage account. So I just mentioned the steps as well. So let's get to the practical demonstration. So I already logged in Azure portal. If you don't have Azure portal account, so you need to be created and then you can use it. So once you come to this Azure portal, so you need to click on this resource. You also can see the option here storage account, right? But I will go with this option. This is also the same. So I'll show you from this option. So we need to click on this create resource option. In create resource, we need to search for Azure Storage Account. Right? Once you open the Azure Storage Account, you can see here we have option like this one, storage account. You need to just click on the storage account option, and you can see the create button here. Click on create button. Once you click on the create button, it will redirect to this page. So here you can see there is a lots of tabs here: basic, advanced, encrypting, data protection, encryption, tags, and So we'll go one by one. So first we need to select the subscription. So we are using a free trial version. So by default it is a free trial version. If you have any, you can select here. Like resource group. So in the last video we see how to create a resource group. So that resource group name is directly can be there as a default, because we don't have other any resource. So if you want to use the same resource group, you can keep as it is, or you can create a new resource group of the storage. For the demo purpose, I'm using the same resource group, demo resource group. Now we need to provide a storage account. So let me add a storage account. I'll add a demo. Sorry, we need to do all the things in lowercase only. Okay. So let me add a demo storage account. Let me choose this will work. Yeah, this is acceptable. Demo storage account. And the reason we will keep as it is, what is the default one. If you want, you can change it from here. Okay. The next point is performance. So here we have two options, like standard recommended for most scenarios, general purpose V2 account, and the second one is recommended for the scenarios that require low latency, that is a premium. So we go for a standard one. Okay. Now the redundancy rate. Geo redundant storage account. This is the default one. Make read access to data availability in the event of region availability. So now we are going to see here. Here we can see there is a lots of options like locally redundant storage account, low cost option with the basic protection against server rank and size failure, recommended for non-critical scenarios. This is the local one. Geo redundant, intermediate option with failover capability, secondary region, recommended for backup scenario. Okay. So geo redundant storage account will be used. So it will create a copy of this our storage account to the another region as well. So if something is failure, so we have the backup of that. Zone level as well as the redundancy option is intermediate option with protection against data center level failure. If the data center is failed, then that time also we have the accessibility to the other copy. Like geo zone redundant storage account, optimal data protection solution with including the offer on both the GRS and ZRS. GRS means this and ZRS means this. So this is the set option. So we'll go for the default one. We are not going to change anything here. Now we'll go to the next tab. So in the next tab, if you see, some options are by default here. Like you can see security configuration settings, require secure transfer for REST API option. Yes, we are going to use in future for the API as well. Allow enabling public access or individual containers, that we already enable. By default, it is enable actually. In future, if you don't want to allow to access, you can disable it as well. Enable storage account key access. With the help of this, you can whenever you create one storage account, you will create a storage access key as well, so that you can access here. Default to Azure directory authorization in the Azure portal. So currently we are not using Azure directory. What is Azure directory, we will see in the future videos. Next point is minimum TSL version. This is the default version. What is the minimum is coming? This is the latest one. That's why it should be the default one. Permitted scope for copy operation. Yes, from any storage account. This is making the copy. Okay, now the main point is here, hierarchical namespace. So for today's video, we are not going to do anything here. In the upcoming videos, we will see what is the meaning of this hierarchy namespace and what is this SFTP enable. Okay, NFS, how to use this NFS thing. Okay, so we will see in the upcoming videos how to use this feature. So rest everything you will fix as a default one, like allow cross-tenant replication. We make it as a yes, and access type is a hot. Frequent access data day by day use scenario. So in this portion we make as a default everything. In the networking option, next we are not going to change anything here. Networking also default we are selecting. Enable public access from all networks. And networking route is a default one, that is Microsoft networking route we are going to use. Or if you know other route, so you can use the internet routing. Data protection. So this is the main tab. So whatever the data you are going to create in the storage account, or you are going to add in the storage account, that have the life cycle of that data. Like if you see here, enable soft delete for blob. Blob means your container that have your folder. We can say that a container have the folders where we store our files or data. So here is the cycle of that data. If we don't do anything with the data for the 7 days, so after 7 days that will be soft delete. Okay, like same enable soft delete for container. Same the content happen with the container as well. If you create a container and that is not work, you have not touched for the 7 days, that will automatically delete it. Soft share, soft delete for the file share. So whatever the same thing will happen with the file share as well. With after 7 days it will be deleted. Here also another option we can see the tracking. Manage versions and keep track of changes made to your blob data, like enable versioning for blob, enable blob change feeds. These are the options. Now we have other options like access control, enable version level immutability support. So this is we will see in the upcoming future videos. Now we have the encryption option, like we see the key points like definition and key points that there is an encryption available. So this is a by default encryption, Microsoft managed key encryption we are going to use. There is also customer managed encryption. If you have the encryption key and if you know how to use that, then you can use here. Enable support for customer managed keys for the blob and all files only. Okay. So currently we are seeing only the blob, okay, and all files. And this is the all service types of blob, file, tables, and queue. So we are going with the default one. Enable infrastructure encryption. So we are not going to do now. Okay. Tags, no need to worry about the tag. If you want to create a tag for your specific storage account, so then you can create and select it. Now we'll go to the next. So it will be validating our details, whatever we provided. So see, it is running final validation. So it will be validating soon. Once validation is completed, we can create the storage account. So wait for a couple of seconds. Soon it will be completing. See, we got a validation fail. So we got a validation fail. Why we got a validation fail? We need to check here. We need to click on that. What is they are saying? Storage account name demo account is already taken. See, this is what is happening, right? So we are not getting their suggestion at that time. That's why it is showing here. Okay. So now we'll go back to our basic tab, and we are going to change our storage account name. Now it is going to give us, right? So I'll use the storage account. Demo storage account 1. I'll make as 1. It is already taken. I'll make as Azure demo storage account. See, this is also taken. So we need to make some unique, like account demo 2023. Let me check this is also working or not. So we directly click on the review option. Anything will change. Yeah, it is taken. Okay, so that review is completed. Now we have the option enabled, right? Great. So now we have to click on the create button. If you can see on the right corner, it is started. Okay, submitting for deployment. So once it is done, it will show you that. See, deployment is in progress. So this is just started. So it will take some couple of seconds, not the time much time, and then it will ready with the storage account. It is accepted the name. Now it is deploying the storage account on the servers. Yeah, see, now it is done. So you can click on this go to resource, or here also we have the option go to resource. So we need to click on the go to resource. So when you click on the go to resource option, you can see whole detail related to your storage account. See, we have a storage account name as well. Okay. In the storage account section, you can see there is a lots of information we have here, right? Every detail we can have here, you can see and read as well if you want, right? So currently we are using a blob storage account. We have a file service option here. We have a queue service, but that is disabled. File service also disabled. Table service also disabled. So we are using only the blob service. Okay. Hierarchical namespace is disabled. The rest we can use the blob storage. You can see the enable it. Everything is enabled for this. And in this panel, you can see there is lots of options like how to browse, storage mover, migration, access control, containers, file share, queue, tables. We have options of networking, then data management, settings, like monitoring. We have all the options. So in this, after when you come here, we are going to use this option like containers. Inside the container, we need to create a container to use. Like you can see here, it is by default created log container. That is only for the log. This is the system default container. It will come. So if you go inside, there is nothing still now, right? But we are not going to use this container actually. We are going to use storage account container. We need to create here our own container and then we can use it. So let's go back to the storage account home screen. I'm on the home screen. Now you can see we have two resources. If you go inside the demo resource group, so we can see our newly created resource group inside that. See, storage account. So because we use this resource group, that's why it is showing inside this resource group. So if you in future, if you are creating a lots of resources, so it is not easy to find here, right? So you just need to do only search your resource group, just go inside your resource group and you can see your resources, whatever the resources you are created inside that. Okay. So that's it for this video. Until next time, happy cloud computing.
Thank you for joining us on this educational and technological adventure at EduTechGyan. We hope you enjoyed the content and gained valuable insights to help you on your learning journey. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated with our latest uploads. If you have any questions, comments, or ideas for future videos, we'd love to hear from you in the comment section below. Remember, knowledge is power, and with EduTechGyan, you'll always be ahead in the game. Until next time, keep learning, keep exploring, and keep embracing the wonders of education and technology. Stay curious.